This brand new car seat from Maxi-Cosi boasts a 30-second install, which we're gonna test. But first, let's talk through how to install it. Number one thing to note, the beautiful thing about this car seat is it's basically a one and done install. So if you install it once for rear facing, you can simply spin it and use it for forward facing. So you don't actually have to change anything. This tether, once installed, you are good, especially as you extend up to booster, it's locked in. You're good, one install, never touch it again. But you probably want to know how to install it, which let's get into it. Today we're going to install it on our little test car seat here. If you're worried about the fit for your car, number one, go visit one of our stores because we can dry fit that for you, which means put it in your car and actually test it fits. We also have another video that's a full review, full specs. Here's the only thing I'll tell you. From here all the way back to here at the full, basically full recline, 28.5 inches. So you can use a measuring tape and figure out if it'll fit in your car. But for the purpose of today, you'll just have to excuse my trusty install chair here. First thing I would do if I was installing the seat is I would actually collect the rear tether. This is the one that connects into the base. This is your main method of install. Once you've installed this, you never need to move it. You never have to adjust it no matter what size. It's connected right into the base and the anti-rebound panel. Pull forward, underneath your headrest, all the way down to the UAS latch on the back, and then pull tight. Now, you'll notice, as I pull tight, there is red indicators on the side of this connector. When those disappear into the rebound panel, you know you're safely snug. Just as a demonstration, if I release, you'll notice that these show up. However, if I pull tight, they disappear. So when the red is gone, everything's safely installed. Next, you need to rotate your car seat 90 degrees. So place it parallel to the chair. From there, you'll notice there's a latch, a gray latch, not the one down lower, but on the front of the seat. If you pull it up, you can literally lift the seat right off. So this is kind of unique. Most car seats don't do this, kind of show you their underbelly, but if you pull it right off, that will expose the entire installation area. Next, we want to find the vehicle belt lock-off. This is up against the anti-rebound panel, which once again has a gray latch. Basically, gray on this car seat means you're installing or you're running a belt through it. Lift that up, open it up, real simple. Okay, now what you're gonna see is we have a red indicator and a button down here below in gray. If I push this button, that red indicator turns green. If I push it on the other side, red indicator turns green. I think you can surmise that we're going to need those buttons pressed in order to ensure we have a safe install. So as we run our belt through, which is going to run through this gray belt path, we loop through, we pull across these gray indicators, and as we pull the belt tight, you'll notice they immediately start turning green, even with minimal contact. And as I lock in the buckle, and then pull the belt tight, ratcheting the system, you will see the green indicators completely show up. Once I have a complete green on both indicators, I can then simply close the vehicle belt lock off. Once that's closed off, we've got double green indicators. We know everything's safely installed and ready to go. At that point, if you want to do a secondary check, grab the base near the belt path and try to shift it. If you have less than an inch movement, you're good. Last, roll the seat back on, connect it in. That's it. Seat installed. I think that whole thing, even with the demonstration, was barely over a minute or two. So you can see how fast this seat is to install. Once you're there, you're fully connected. You have free range movement, whether you're forward facing, rear facing, or booster. Here's the thing. In Canada, all car seats sold are safe. They're considered safe by Health Canada. But when a car seat's installed incorrectly, that's when it becomes really unsafe. And all these great car seats may have amazing safety features, but if we don't nail the install, it's all for naught. The thing I love about this seat is you have so many indicators to let you know you're good. You've safely installed your car seat and you're gonna be safe in no matter what position, recline, or setup you have for your child. Now, For total specifications, for features, benefits, like I said, we got a whole video. Check down below or click the link we're gonna post above if you wanna see the full review. But for installing, it's a real simple process. Simply connect your tether, run your belt, check for green, no red, lock it off, and away you go. Now, before we go, there's one thing we do have to talk about, which is this seat does come equipped with UAS Soft-LATCH install, which you can find on the bottom of the seat. Here is the reality. UAS has a lower weight capacity. So from just a basic install, you are losing weight capacity on your seat by using it. The recommended install is to use belt. So you're asking yourself, well, why the heck even include it then if it's safer to use belt and every car seat has a seat belt? And that's a great question. Well, the answer is this. Prior to 1996, cars had emergency latch seat belts, which means they wouldn't latch or automatically recline until there was an accident and there was force. Since 1996, Canadian standards have been updated so that all belts have an automatic pull. However, that's Canadian rules. In Europe, that's not quite the case. So in Europe, in some vehicles which don't have automatic reclines on the belts, you have to use a UAS install. Now that said, if you're traveling and you plan to take your seat to Europe, I would also just check because car seats have different limitations in different countries. So for example, American car seats can't be sold in Canada, Canadian car seats can't be sold or used in the US. So if you're traveling to another country, you need to check to make sure your car seat's legal in the first place before actually taking it over and installing a car. And they have a whole different setup for their seats over here. So here's my suggestion, just like friend to friend us talking, just use the belt. Don't even take the UAS out of the pouch. Leave them in there. It's a beautiful relic of a time gone by. And if you happen to be driving a 1995 Honda Civic or a vehicle that doesn't have an automatic latch, one, check to see because the owner's manual may actually have a switch where you can change it to be automatic because that's a feature that was added to where you could switch between the two. Or you may want to consider a different seat that has a rigid latch versus going with something like this with a soft latch install. For everybody else driving cars this century, you should be good. Belt install, tether around the back. Fantastic car seat. Check out the full review on YouTube. Also, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, ask a question. We love all those things. Check out our website. We've got so many amazing reviews on other car seats. If you're looking for installs, let us know. Have a wonderful day.